don't get carried away. I don't think Vice President.
Got to get down past.
Driving up, and Lily was sick. She
Yeah,
got
she knows.
She got food poisoning, and was just sicker than a dog that week and a half before. And she said, "No, you're going to days. This is the hospital."
Yeah.
She got sick over in Finley, and we had to take her to the hospital. And she came home and went to the hospital on Monday.
Do you think Ashley Cass was the atta girl?
That's really good
Yeah,
pictures.
I
Like,
think
I can't
Yeah.
believe how clear it was.
Yeah,
She
there it
ran
is.
out, who he is. Because our camera's not really expensive. That's nice to do lens on it.
George Strong, but wasn't here.
What's that?
George Strong, but wasn't here. Didn't know where to go.
I did those Kroger certificates for 3 years. I knew probably half the kids in high school just from being at the high school so much. And I tell you, the last couple of years, the freshmen, I look at them and
Presiding over the Oregon. Well, I just always say now,
oh yeah, it's just amazing. They go
I'd
busy.
whatever you want to say. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah, there's
after
kids
that, I
over,
tell them to move their
Little
house.
league and t-ball.
After everybody gets back with their Did you talk to him about going anywhere?
Yes. That's the last one. Told them to go down to the Gold Coast there in South
You know, there's a problem look over what to do with the Star Spangled Banner. And this year. So what's the last?
Kids know that.
Told them, why do you think they're having
Girls came in off slack.
Wow. First of all, what a gorgeous evening to have this graduation, and I would like to welcome all the parents, staff members, board members, and especially graduates of the class of 2004. And I know you're sitting there thinking, boy, graduation, the end of things. But in all honesty, those of us that are a little bit older know that it's not called graduation, it's called commencement. And it's because it's not the end, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of your life as you go out into the world and start a life of your own, a family of your own, that sort of thing. However, since you're all here one more time and we're a lot of old teachers, we're going to take one last chance to teach you something. And what I'm going to do is pass on some of the best advice that I've ever gotten. That advice is free, and it's probably worth about every penny of it. So hopefully you can learn something here tonight. First advice I heard actually was given by Rodney Dangerfield in a graduation speech. And he said, as you get ready to leave and go out on your own, my advice to you is don't go. Stay at home. Okay, it's a jungle out there. It is great staying at home and having parents take care of things and paying the bills and letting you sleep in till 10, 12, whatever it happens to be. But on the other hand, we all know there gets to be a time when it is time to leave home. And it's time to spread your wings and fly. And I want you to know you're prepared to do that. Whether you were in carpentry at High Point, whether you were in physics at the high school, you are prepared for life. Go out and challenge it. The second piece of advice I want to leave you with is know the difference between right and wrong. A wise football coach used to say this all the time. I think he may be sitting over there a little bit. But know the difference between right and wrong and choose what's right. May not always be the most fun, but you sure can sleep at night. The third thing, choose to be happy. You can't always control the situation that you're involved in, but you can control how you react to it. So instead of choosing to be upset, choose to be happy. Fourth thing, this was given to me by a guidance counselor many, many years ago. And he said, decide what you like to do and then figure out a way to get paid for it. It makes it a whole lot easier going through life. You really go through life, you have a good time, and you never really go to work. That's kind of the way I feel about my job. And the last bit of advice was given to me by my wife just before I came here, and she said, keep it short, nobody's there tonight to listen to you. She was very correct. So, I do want to say congratulations to the graduates of 2004 and good luck. I do want to also make a couple introductions of the people here on the stage before we get on with the rest of the program. And starting at the north end of the field, Mr. Ken LaFontaine, who is a board member. Mrs. Joyce Wilkerson, a board member. Mr. Steve Ashba, treasurer of Kenton City Schools. Mr. Arch Rogers, principal at the high school. Mr. Tim Stryker, president of the Board of Education. Mr. Brad Heckathorn, board member. And Mr. Russell Blue, also a board member. Moving right along then, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the president of the senior class, Mr. Dominic James D.J. Underwood.
We are very pleased that you have decided to join us for the graduation ceremonies of 2004. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce our first speaker, who is Christie Jay Comstock. Anytime. There you go.
Good evening. We hoped and prayed to make the grades to be able to graduate today. Through these years, we've had tons of fun making the grades and getting the work done. The friends we have lost and gained, the people we will never know by name. The bonds we have made and filled, and the memories that may fade but never be killed. The pictures in the frames with stories to say that will be sure to pack when we go away. The football games that we watched beneath the lights, and our cheers and chants drifting into the nights. The proms and the dances, and who could forget those high school romances. The late nights we spent cramming for tests, and those mornings where coffee made up for the rest. Then our tears we knew we'd cry, for our time has come to say goodbye. The wild and bizarre things we have done that we'll remember to be the most fun. Our identities we have left unsigned may all be revealed in all due time. So now it's time to put the books down and turn our tassels around. Listen for our names and let them echo through as we realize how fast these 4 years just flew. Thank you and congratulations to the class.
Our next speaker will be Kaylee M. Dunson.
Good evening and welcome. Tonight, as the class of 2004 impatiently awaits the evening's closure, a page in history turns. This page does not represent any customary page, nor does it reside in any tangible book. This is the book of life and a closure of our high school years. The class of 2004 are merely ships sailing off the page and into the next chapter of our lives, while striving for a common goal, success accompanied by happiness. We, the ships, do not leave unfurnished, but rather carry treasures of our experiences, friendships, and memories. We cherish these memories and hold on to our past friendships while bravely accepting the challenges provided ahead of us. Together, the class of 2004 has conquered the grades, tests, and exams and has reached a final decision to move on. We have succeeded as a class, and because of this achievement, we unite for one last time to recollect over our past years and to thank all who have taken part in our education and personal lives. Just 12 short years ago, we energetically bounded across the kindergarten stage, anticipating our elementary years to come. Carefree and vibrant, we loved the world which revolved around friends, our teacher, and mom and dad. Then shortly after, we entered the middle school with expected responsibility. Every day became routine, and just as we, the 8th graders, ruled the school, we found ourselves surrounded by towering upperclassmen. We did not dare cross their paths and shied upon their approach. Once again, as we reach the top, we will soon find ourselves as freshmen among either the workforce or college environment. After anticipating this evening's closure, we now accept the greater challenge and anticipate life. Herman Hesse once stated, "There is a miracle in every new beginning." Our childhood and high school years have ended, and we must now begin a new world based upon the element of hope. Although the future may be, and probably is for the most part, unclear, we cannot allow doubt to obstruct our vision. We must expect to succeed and strive to do so. I know the class of 2004 is a truly talented, wonderful group of people and has the ability to change the world. So today marks our venture into unknown territory. Let us embark upon our lifelong journey with confidence and optimism. As we say our goodbyes today, we will never forget teachers, faculty, staff, and friends. Remember the good old days and know that new memories will come. Thank you and congratulations.
Our last speaker will be Brianne L. Tyler. Read a little bit faster than she did.
Good evening. We're finally here. For so long we have waited for this day, and it is now upon us. Some of us have been anticipating these golden moments with excitement for what lies ahead and for our escape from high school. Others have been anxious and fearful of exactly where we will go from here. However you feel, the point is we have all been waiting together. Through the past 4 years, and for many of us, even back to elementary school, we have shared everything from the biggest juicy gossip around to the answers to last night's homework. But through these years, we have learned so much more than the fact that the answers to all the even questions are in the back of our math books. School is so much more than pop quizzes and 5-page essays. The most important lesson that we have learned is the one that none of our teachers had written in their lesson plans or assigned to us for homework. Our most important lesson was, and will continue to be, life. Together, we have faced many challenges and shared many exciting experiences. Walking down the streets of New York City for the first time would have been nowhere near as exhilarating without the company of my friends and classmates. Even cruise ships to Mexico wouldn't have been the same without the people that surround me now. We have also shared unpleasant experiences. We have lost close friends and beautiful people. But through the grief and pain, we all grew stronger and closer. So it's only fitting that today we sit here together. Today, however, we all face a new challenge. For the first time, we have all come to the obstacle we must face alone, our journey into what everyone refers to as the real world. But even though we must take on this new challenge, this adventure on our own, we are all prepared because whether each one of you realize it or not, we all took and passed the most difficult course in a high school, Life 101. And though there's a possibility that you may never see the person sitting next to you again, they will remember you and you them, because we will all forever remember this day, for this is only the beginning. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2004.
We are very proud of the accomplishments of the class of 2004. And I would like to present this spoon in passing down the leadership of this class to the class of 2005. And I'd like to present this spoon to Derek Hoffman, the class president of 2005.
I'd like to thank DJ and the rest of the class of 2004 for passing on this tradition to us. And on behalf of the class of the rest of the class of 2005, we congratulate the seniors and wish them the best of luck.
Yeah, you certainly can. Not for very long. You have to come back. It is with a great deal of pleasure at this time that I would like to present the class of 2004 of Kenton Senior High School for graduation. The first graduate of the class of 2004 is Tyler William Allen. Ryan Neal Alloway down the center. Remember?
It's all right. It's tough to be able to.
There's a lot of centers here.
No, all tackles and guards. Ryan Allen Anderson. Douglas James Ansley. Yukari Are. Nick Auger. Mallory Lane Barker with distinction. Christopher Paul Bash. Katie Colleen Beeman. Trista Lynn Benson with high distinction and with honors. Jamie Lynn Bokey. Darren Ray Bolin. Brandy Joe Bowman. Renee Jeanette Brightman. Ryan L. Brightman. Jacob Thomas Burbacher with high distinction and with honors. David Paul Butler. Matthew Stephen Bile. Ashley Marie Castle. Richard Harold Clark. Amy Marie Comstock with high distinction and with honors. Christie Jay Comstock. Dale Edward Conover. Aaron Faye Cook. William Eric Kozad. Lindsay Marie Krates with high distinction and with honors. Amanda Marie Curtis. Luke Jacob Davis with distinction and honors. Maggie Elizabeth Davis with high distinction and with honors. John Alexander Dean. Nicole Morgan Marshall Dillard. Gohar Norik Dolian. Ashley Ariana Downey with distinction and honors. Lee David Draper. Tiffany Christine Draper with distinction and with honors. Sarah Jane Dre. Ashley Ann Drum. Joshua Lee Drum. Kaylee Michelle Dunson. Jeanette Renee Dyer. Martha Claire Elsasser with distinction and honors. Heather Danielle Farley. Melissa Ann Farley. Shane Edward Fay. Joshua Leroy Farrell. Vanessa Rochelle Ferryman. Jamie Ray Fletcher. Diane Marie Flowers with high distinction and with honors. Gail Ann Flowers with distinction and with honors. Tiffany Renee Gamble. Krista Sue Gayhart. Amanda Nicole Gibson. Tyler Edward Gibson. Zachary Tyler Goldsmith with distinction and with honors. Dustin Michael Gunnett. Jason James Hackathorn. Rylan Paul Hamilton with distinction and with honors. Brianna Heather Ham with distinction and with honors. Anna Kathleen Hartman. Amanda Louise Harvey. Dana Michael Harvey. Nicole Renee Hastings. Eric Donald Houdenshield. Brittany Michelle Hayter with distinction and with honors. Cody Lee Hayter. Austin Christopher Heil with distinction and with honors. Krista K. Holcomb. Joshua James Holland with distinction and with honors. Jarrett Michael Hotman. Jordan Tyler Johnson. Angela Renee Kalb with distinction and with honors. Talon Matthew Kalb. Kayla Marie Kendrick. Joel Allen Kiefer. Ryan Gregory Kendall. Ashley K. Kitchen with distinction and with honors. Chelsea Lynn Kitchen. Shane Michael Clayman. Christine Clem, exchange student. James Jacob Cougar. Paul Joseph Lang. James David Cody Lease. Tavia May Legg. Tiffany Ann Leitner. Sarah Ruth Long. Amanda Jo Lowe. Amanda K. Madison with distinction and with honors. Christopher Tyler Brian Mans. Haley Chanel Marshall. Tyler John McLaren. Amber Lynn McElroy. Jerica Danae McKenzie. Lauren Elizabeth McKinley. Justin Dale McLean. Crystal Corrine McQuown. Casey Marie Menser with high distinction and with honors. OSU. Heidi Marie Mock. Seth Michael Moore. Kaylee Marie Morrison. Jonathan Curtis Mullins. Carrie Joe Mundy. Amelia Mustaine with distinction and honors. Callie Elaine Nelson. Shay Ryan Newfer. Matthew Todd Newland. Darcy Lynn Oler. Brandon Allen Aurelia. Nicholas Paul Kinnear Parr. Jeffrey Allen Parsons. Valerie Jane Paul with high distinction and with honors. Cassandra Lee Perkins. Joshua Matthew Petty. Heather Renee Phillips. Matthew Isaac Poole. Brandon Michael Powell. Jacob Wiley Powell. Tiana Marie Prater. Ashley Ann Ramsey. Sarah Nicole Richards. Holly Lynn Reisner with distinction. Kelly Marie Reisner. Nicole Elizabeth Ritter. Alicia Marie DeLong Rogers. Colby Lee Rogers. Dina Marie Rorta. Tyler Stewart Root with distinction and with honors. Kevin Wayne Rosebrook. Kimberly Joe Ruth. Alyssa Marie Scott. Jason Tyler Scott. Eric Edward Sheldon. Ryan David Shepard. Allie Elizabeth Sherman. Marie Etta Shirk. Sarah Ann Shirk. Wesley J. Shoemaker. Tiffany Lace Sloan. Jackson Charles Smith with high distinction and with honors. Elisha Nicole Soap. Jeremy Allen Sons. Janelle Lee Stansberry with high distinction and with honors. Toby John Steinman. Aaron Renee Swavel. Randy Ethan Swepson with high distinction and with honors. Amber Michelle Tackett. Jordan Elliott Temple. Kylie Joe Thacker. Katie Noel Tebow with distinction and with honors. Robert Lee Thomas. Stacy Nicole Titus. Cassandra Lynn Cameron Trent. Brianne Lynn Tyler. Lindsay Renee Unkefer. Dominic James Underwood. Crystal Marie Vermillion. Alex Kyle Wall. Matthew Scott Wallace. Sharina Nicole Weeks. Gabriel Levi Weatherhead. Nathan Laverne Weaver. Alexander Lee Wilson. Lena Joy Wilson with high distinction. Kara Lynn Wireman. Billy Joe Wisecup. Seth Allen Wood. Jerry Lee Womack III. Justin Lee Womack. And the final graduate of the class of 2004 at Kenton Senior High School, Haley Marie Zimmerman. Since you are now duly graduates, you may move your tassels. Congratulations.